Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm James Rose and this is EU4. So I'm going to be starting a new campaign today. We're going to be starting as Holland and going into the Netherlands. The last campaign I did was France, which was originally just going to be like a kind of sit back and beat people up as France game, and ended up turning into a world conquest. So for this game, where we're playing as Holland, I'm going to do my best not to expand further than the English trade node and the Low Countries region. We will take other provinces, but they will mostly be stuff like better off doing trade, the Ivory Coast, South, the Cape down here, Cape of Good Hope, Zanzibar. You know, the stuff where the Netherlands had a hand in historically. So in this game, I haven't actually thought of an exact goal. I want to just make as much money as possible. This game is somewhat inspired by DDR Jake's Timbuktu run. He didn't actually finish that, but he wanted to try and break the money cap. I'm just going to start loading up the game now. Iron Man, of course, he wanted to try and get to the money cap. And I don't know what the money cap is myself, and I don't know if he ever mentioned it in the game. But that's kind of what we're going to go for here. We're just going to try and make as much money as we possibly can. I'm thinking something along the line of like, let's say 1 million ducats. We'll try and hit 1 million ducats this game as the objective. Because that's... Lots of people have done a world conquest. I've now done a world conquest as well. But I don't think that many people have had 1 million ducats. So that's going to be... We'll set that as the objective. I'm setting that right now because I haven't really thought much about exactly what I'm doing in this campaign. It's on the spur of the moment. Normally I would load up the game and check the starting position of a country first. Haven't even done that. Just jumped in EU4 and here we are as Holland. So, seeing as I haven't looked through, let's go through and check the situation of Holland overall. Okay, initially we are a junior partner in a PU with Burgundy here. That won't be too hard to break. However, we don't want to do anything about it just yet, because Burgundy currently have a 5-5-5 leader, which means we also currently have a 5-5-5 leader. So we won't want to break our PU until this guy dies, I think, because we don't really want the 204. Advisors, we have 3.8 ducats coming in. I won't hire advisors straight away. We'll come back to that. We have nothing important in government. We're Duchy. Manpower, income from vassals. Everything is Dutch. We only have 2 provinces. We're not too bad off, though. We are twice as good as an OPM. Utrecht here, we are twice as good as them, and that makes us basically the best. We're basically already won. Okay, diplomacy, obviously we are underneath Burgundy, so the kind of diplomacy we want to be doing, actually, we want to look at Burgundy here, want to see who doesn't like him. Denmark and France don't like him, so the kind of people we want to be talking to, we have 4 diplomatic relations slots open, are France and Denmark, both of which will currently support me. Austria often doesn't like them. Burgundy currently don't like Austria. Austria's rivals are Venice, Bohemia, and the Ottomans. When Austria builds up to force limit, he might overshadow Venice, in which case then he'll have to get a new rival. We'll see about that. For now, though, we have 2 diplomats. First thing we're going to do, we're going to send 1 to France and 1 to Denmark. France and Denmark don't care about each other, so neither of them are going to get angry that I've had the other one supporting my independence. Next, economy. We have... Well, with economy, we also need to look at military, because that's where a lot of our money will be going. We can get 2 more men. If we take another cav, that would be somewhat expensive. Could turn our fort off, although our fort is pulling our army tradition up. So we're not rolling in money, but we do have enough to do this, and we will still have enough to pay for them. What thing we do want to do straight away, though, is hire ourselves a general. Casper Tong Nebosh. You're actually not bad. You only have 1 shock pit, but you have 2 siege. I'll take it. Start training the army. You've got 2,000 more men coming in. Okay, back to economy. Okay, we're now trading our army, so changing this doesn't matter. Might as well leave it on full. Fort maintenance is the only other thing we could change, and as I said, I don't want to turn this fort off because it's currently increasing our army tradition. Trade. We make a lot of money on trade. We are situated in the richest, second richest trade node in Europe currently. I don't know about the world. I think like Beijing might be richer than most of Europe at the start of the game. But yeah, we have 14%. We have this coastal centre of trade / estuary. That is the province of Holland, giving us a good bit of trade power, second only to England in the English Channel. One thing we do want to do... Well, where are merchants currently? We have 1 there pushing in, and we have 1 here pushing in. So if we go here, and... Okay, we collect 2 of the 12 ducats here. We then gain 10%... Wait, sorry. No, we collect 1.8. The bonuses then give us 2. Our trade power is... Add multiplier 1, 2... I'm trying to remember which... here we go. The transfers. Okay, so the transfers are giving us plus 20% trade power. So that's affecting that. Okay. If we collect from here instead, I forget how much that increases it by. Having a merchant present gives plus 2 trade power. Okay, having a merchant present won't help us then. So having people push into this node is the best thing we can do for now. Excellent. So that's best to just leave as is. Okay, so there are some achievements I want to go for in this run, just because that popped up. One of the ones I want to get is 100% mercantilism. So for getting all of our money, we will mostly be concentrating on Africa and Asia and moving all the money around there to the English Channel. We won't be going too much into the New World because 100% mercantilism will make any colonial nations hate us, basically. But we do want to be promoting mercantilism quite a bit in this run. The technology is technology, as you expect. Okay, what are our ideas? We have extra sailors. Pretty much completely useless. You pretty much always have more sailors than you need, or not enough. We're not going to be lacking in sailors. I can pretty much guarantee that. So we don't need 25% more. 50% naval force limit, however, is quite a large bonus. And what we can do later on is have a load of light ships and use them to control trade where we're not able to get an awful lot of territory. For example, what we could do, Lubeck often has a lot of money in it, so we could place a load of light ships in the Lubeck trade node and use that to force trade to the English Channel from there. Most of them will probably be overseas, like in Caribbean, forgot what this one's called, Ivory Coast, places like that. But yeah, plus 50% naval force limit. Although the Navy isn't a major thing in this game, we can make quite good use of that for getting money. Yearly inflation reduction, that's great. That means we don't necessarily need economic ideas to have automatic inflation reduction. However, we'll probably take economic ideas as well later on, or maybe even sooner. I'm not so sure yet. I'll decide as I'm going along. Feel free to leave any advice or suggestions in the comments. After the first few episodes, because I'm going to record ahead, I'm not going to do it day by day. But for these first, say, 5 or 6 episodes, it might not be a bad idea to leave any suggestions for me. Or you could leave them later on as well. It's just I might not be able to act on them because I might be 20 episodes ahead or whatever. Depending on how much recording I get done soon. Okay, naval force limit good. Yearly inflation reduction's good. We get an extra merchant and plus 10% trade range. That's pretty good. Development costs, if we're going tall, as I say, I'm going to try not to expand too much outside of these areas. We might a little bit. We'll see. I like expanding. But I want to try and play a bit more of a tall game. I don't usually do that. Yeah, so development cost will be good. Naval leader fire and sailor maintenance, meh, very meh. Maybe we can use our boats to beat up Ming or something later on. That might work. Tolerance of heretics +3, that's great. To go with that, we will probably take humanist. That's not what I want. Ideas. Yes, this is what I want. We'll probably go with humanist. We may not even bother going with humanist. Because we already have +3% tolerance. And with the Netherlands, I plan on going reformed because that is historically accurate. Or as close to historically accurate as you can get. Army sappers, siege ability +10%, that's alright. +10% land fire damage will be pretty good in the late game. Though, and then we finish off with +15% trade efficiency, which, considering most of our income will come from trade, that's going to be pretty darn nice. Missions. Improve papal relations, improve prestige, improve relations with Friesland. None of these jump out at me as amazing missions for us. Being in good with the Pope is always a good thing. We might be able to therefore get some... We're not going to become papal controller, but we could maybe use them to get some bonuses. So we'll take that mission for now. And in 4 days we will send somebody down there to start making friendly with the Pope. Stability. Could boost stability. Don't really need to. Kind of tempted to though. We're not currently focusing on anything. One thing I do want to do is start getting ideas up ASAP. So I'm going to swap our focus to admin because we need admin tech 5 to get our first idea group. Yes. However, and seeing as we have now gone admin focus and we currently have a calm leader, which is giving us a stability reduction, a stability cost reduction. I will take that. +1 stab's quite nice to have. Okay, nothing here that's important. Basic Catholic things. Military. We have our 5 men here. We're recruiting 2 more. We have an alright but not amazing general. What we'll probably want to do when we try and break 3 from Burgundy, which will most likely be our first war, depends if Burgundy gets in any wars, we can use his 2 siege to try and grab the level 2 forts Burgundy has in the north. We've got 1 here and 1 here, and we'll also have to go after the ones owned by his other subjects. We are a subject, so that's irrelevant. And then we need to mess with these guys. Or we can make them happier with us. And I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'll take that. Never hurts to have extra monarch points. We have advisor slots free. We could get an advisor, however, then our income would be incredibly low. One thing we do need to do is sort out our boats. We have 3 transports and 10 light ships. The transports really aren't going to do anything for us right now, so we may just try and sell these. The light ships, however, we want to send to protect trade in the English Channel. If they take any damage, they need to go and repair, and if war breaks out, then come back to one of the provinces, and I will then decide if they're actually any use or not. I'm going to mothball these cogs. We're not going to be using them. They might as well not cost us any maintenance. I mean, we'll use cogs later, but for now they're no use to us. Okay. This is kind of irrelevant. Those are what they are. Anything I can think of left to do? I think after a whole nearly a 15 minutes. I think it's been about 15 minutes. I do have a timer next to me actually. 14 minutes 30. Excellent. Put it up to speed 3 and unpause. Wait for our merchants to get back. Denmark, France will both support us. We can now declare independence at any time. However, as I said, we'll wait for Duke Philippe III to die first, I think. Wait and see what our next ruler's like. In the meantime, what we can do is start getting claims on some of the miners around us. so we have some options for later. Was there anyone else I was going to do anything diplomatically with? Yes, the Pope. We want to make friends with the Pope, so we'll send a guy down to improve relations with him. And the other guy, Utrecht, is right next to us, so let's build a spy network on them and we'll get a claim on them. Thinking about it, might not be a better idea to get some claims on these guys, and we might be able to... Hello. Yep, Shadow Kingdom, whatever. Well, not Shadow Kingdom, but leading up to the Shadow Kingdom. That was just an event saying that Italy is going to break away from the HRE, because they don't like Austria. Austria has been mean to Venice, so Venice has broke away, and now the rest of Italy is like, hey Austria, if you're going to be mean to Venice, you might be mean to us as well. So, sorry, one sec. Okay. Sorry, I just had a text I needed to read. Yeah, so the rest of Italy's like, come on Austria, pick your game up, or we're going to leave the HRE. And Austria doesn't like that. So he's going to have to do something about it, except the AI is not really capable of doing that. So nothing's going to happen. How much money can we demand from the burghers? 16 ducats. It's probably not worth it. Okay, let's knock the game up one more. There's not an awful lot to do straight away. Just need to... Ooh, Poland took a 665. I mean, I'd be tempted for a 665, honestly. You can't really blame them for that. However, they haven't even currently allied Lithuania. Lithuania has no allies, in fact. So Poland may get beaten up. Oh no, Teutonic aren't allied with Hungary either. They often ally Hungary. What we could see here is a fairly even war between Poland and the Teutonic Order, which should be... It'd be interesting to see which way that'll go. How that'll affect Eastern Europe. We don't really need to care too much about Eastern Europe, though. Western Europe is much more our thing. Also, HRE, yes, if we... words are failing me. I've been talking straight for 17 minutes, and I'm not used to it anymore. Yeah, we're in the HRE, so when we break away from Burgundy, we will become a prince. That means we want to try and take the Low Countries territories that are in the HRE before we declare that we are the Netherlands and we are our own thing, because I believe... yeah. No, do we not break away? Oh no, yeah. Zealand, Holland will no longer be part of the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, so we do break away from the HRE when we become the Netherlands, so we need to keep that in mind when we get round to that. Now, we can get 5 more boats. What do we need? I think what we want to spend our money on is just more light ships. So, over the next year, we can get 2 more light ships in these provinces. We can get our claim on Utrecht, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll pull our guy back from there. Now, where are important places? Antwerp. Okay, I want a claim on this province here. Oh, wait, no. Yep, Burgundy, go. I want a claim on this province. This province is a coastal centre of trade. Hello. Oh, well, he died sooner than I was hoping. I was hoping he'd stick around a bit longer. We're now in a regency. This person is not up to my standards, honestly. Can't send another... Yeah, of course. So, what we may wish to do here is just declare our war. Oh, let's do that. Oh, wait, no. Now is not the time. France has got... Okay, go back to drilling. France has gone to war with England. They should win the war. It is England versus France, Brittany, Provence, and Lorraine. Yeah, my money is on France. Once France has won that, they'll be stronger, and then we can probably call them in against Burgundy. What we do have to watch out for, though, is if Burgundy tries to jump one side or the other during the war and drags us into a war with them. Hopefully that won't happen. Because although if Sweden and Norway are loyal, Denmark might be able to take Burgundy on his own. The issue would be him actually being able to get his troops over here, because he needs 1,000,001 military accesses. So I'd very much like to have France on my side for the initial fight with Burgundy. Before, I'd like to be able to make sure that France is able to straight away come to our aid, because otherwise we're going to struggle. Especially seeing as our general doesn't even have great mill pips or shock pips. He has alright mill pips because he has 2 siege. If we'll go back to spying on Burgundy, we'll try and get our claim on Antwerpen, so we can get this coastal centre of trade. Let's see. Yeah, Brabant has quite a bit of power, and most of that will be coming from here. Yeah, this province provides 33.8% trade per hour. So with that, we would be up there, very close behind England in trade power. Okay, we have some more light ships. Go and protect trade in the English Channel. What's this? Profiteering in Mildenburg. Citizens of Mildenburg are tired of the local influence and greedy Burgundian merchants, so they claim are using unfair advantage to outcompete local businesses. They demand we step in to limit the influence of foreign traders on the area and reaffirm privileges to their own merchants and artisans. If we do not act, they might take matters into their own hands. Okay, Burgundy doesn't like me. That's not really going to be an issue. Zealand, there. Okay, so this is affecting Zealand. So we've this is affecting trade power and goods produced. It's also affecting Burgundy's opinion of us and local unrest. Zealand, the unrest doesn't matter. They produce salt. And the trade power they produce is 5.5. So they actually have very little trade power, but they make a good... They have a good, so to speak. So I'm actually going to say competition is good for everyone. That will mean there's more money in the trade node now, but our trade power is pretty much unaffected. Because Zealand is not our main trade province. That is Holland. Okay, we're almost friendly with the Pope, so we can make use of that diplomat somewhere else in a minute. Did anyone come in to help England? Nope, it's just England, so France has easily won that war. England will probably just sit on his island. France won't be able to get across, so we may get a waiting bit before the war actually finishes. Okay, large city. Don't want to develop yet. We will be doing development later, and we'll probably be able to get this, but for now we want to concentrate on teching up before the Renaissance comes in. Okay, there we go. More papal points. Placate Burgundy. That gives... To be fair, this gives monarch points, so we'll do that. Burgundy. I have no diplomats to send. Bring back this diplomat. And improve relations with him. There we go. We will improve relations so that we can abuse the Diplo power. But we don't actually want to be friends with him. Just don't tell him that yet. He'll find out when the time is right. And where's it? You. Why have you not grouped up with the other fleet yet? Oh no, I think they just did. Excellent. Okay, I'm guessing this little red symbol means that we are drilling here. Let me check. Yeah, so that means we're drilling. This is mothball. This little... Sorry, this has changed. I think it's new anyway, since I last played. Oops, they disappeared. Ah, I see. Though that little... The boxes with the plus mean that they're going to combine together. Okay, I like that. Okay, War of the Roses has kicked off as well, so England's in a real bad position right now. Burghers. Burghers gain control of Zealand. Sure. I like the Burghers. We can be friends. Ask for a contribution. There we go. They own half of my territory. I need to be careful with their influence now. We can now get our claim here. There we go. And you don't have any important trade provinces. Brandenburg doesn't have any others. Who are you allied to? Denmark, Brittany. Oh, is that the regency over? Was that two? Oh no, whoever it was died. Somebody died. We have a 2-2-2. Could be worse. Okay, I don't want you there anymore. I don't think. You're part of Genoa's trade league. Genoa's trade league usually gets beaten up. You're only allied to Oldenburg. Okay, so I'm going to spy on Friesland here. Money or half price artisan and some prestige. We don't need the money right now, so I'm going to take this guy. And let's see. There we go. I half wanted the prestige there because we were minus 16. Now we're only a minus 1. And we can get some extra admin points without too much cost. We don't want another guy yet because then we wouldn't be making any money if we had another guy. Should probably build some more boats. Actually, you go protect trade, English Channel, go. And the way I should do it this time is come to here. We have enough money for 3 boats and enough space in the fleet for 2. Excellent, go. Burgundy is a threat, blah de blah. We're getting there. He almost likes us. Great. I look forward to promoting a local Dutch noble. Are we Dutch? I assume we're Dutch. Yeah, Dutch and Flemish. These are the 2 culture groups we want. Though, no, I was thinking, for a second I thought the Holland got some extra promoted cultures. They don't. Not that we have any promoted cultures now. Charles I and the Dutch people. The ascension of Charles has been less than well received by the Dutch people. They consider his manners foreign and strange. Well, he does have 0 diplo power, so he's not very good, let's be fair. While some distrust to a new ruler is only natural, it seems that for the time being, our new Duke will mostly have supporters at court, where he surrounds himself with Pomodorian friends from foreign lands. They will learn to love me in time. Oh, it makes us like him more. I don't want that. All Dutch provinces in Holland receive +2 unrest for 5 years. And we have a half-price advisor that I don't care about. Improve relations with Friesland. That seems kind of pointless. This gives us more dip rep though, which isn't a bad thing. Our prestige isn't going to go to 50 yet. So let's improve relations with Friesland. We'll pull back from you. And now both our diplomats are in Friesland. Oh, hello. Burgundy has declared war on France. This is what I didn't want to happen. Can I run away? I don't want to be involved in this. Support loyalists. Burgundy, okay. Burgundy's trying to make me fight. We still have 51% liberty desire. I refuse to fight. Where can I run away to? Can't see. Okay, there's like a line of forts between. Well, there's Burgundy has some forts here, and then Brandenburg has a fort here. So if I refuse to fight, they can't make me. Fleets-wise, with France still at war with Britain, their fleet certainly isn't an issue, so we can turn that off. They also... Okay, so France lost some allies there, I think, because they refused to come to their aid. I would put my money... Actually, this is fairly even. I can't say for sure who will win. France does have their good generals they start with, though. I'm tempted to just turn my men off, but if I do that, I can almost guarantee they'll get stack wiped. Okay, we can get our claim on Friesland now. Excellent. And pull that guy back, we don't need him. Where else are... Okay, the next estuary or whatever is down there, and there's the one in... Oh, there's also East Frisia, which isn't actually part of the Empire, but is a bit out of our reach right now. So we will have to get Friesland first before we go after that. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. I've been James Rose. I look forward to playing the rest of this series. I think it'll be quite fun. Trying to play tall rather than wide. And hopefully rolling in the money sooner rather than later. Until next time, I wish you all the best day you can possibly have. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.